Hello everyone! Today's topic is relevancy. Well, more specifically, Google Trends. So Arknights Endfield is releasing tomorrow, and I come across this tweet from Gacha Smack talking about Arknights Endfield and Genshin Impact's Google Trend. Now, I know y'all already saw the title or the thumbnail, and y'all can already guess what's happening. So here's the image of the Google Trend. We see, Honkai Star Rail, which is on a drought right now. Basically on a hiatus, essentially. Then we have Wuthering Waves, which is kind of on the same boat. Oh, I forgot to mention this is for the past 24 hours, so it's not that long. So Wuthering Waves probably has like higher peak like a few days or weeks ago. It's also worldwide for the Google Trends. And then we have Genshin, which is always on the top. And then if you see, around 5 or 6 p.m., a new warrior gacha has entered the scene. So it straight up just peaks above Genshin for like 2 seconds, and then now it's almost like around the same level with Genshin. Now keep in mind, this isn't the first time other gacha games have been higher than Genshin on the Google Trend. Even Duet Night Abyss surpassed Genshin Impact by a lot when it launched. And you can watch my video again to see how that turned out. So we can tell from our eyes, from this Google Trend graph, line going up equals good. So Arknights Endfield is becoming more and more relevant, just like Genshin Impact. Let's read this tweet and see what are the details. All that Arknights Endfield bickering you guys have been doing, push it right up there with good old Genshin Impact right before launch. I think this has to do a lot with the Arknights Endfield gacha discussion with the gacha system. I made like 2 videos on it. You guys can go check it out. It's like people complaining about the gacha system and explaining the gacha system and then compare it with like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. Some people say it's good, some people say it's no good. It's good if you have self-control, it's bad if you don't. It's bad if you like to gamble. But the gacha system also kind of like devolved into some creator drama between people who like support the game and people who like hate the game. Well, I won't mention any names right now. If y'all are in the space, y'all probably know who it is. Anyways, back to the tweet. Its actual launch will probably be tenfold this in 2 days. It's going to be massive. More so interested in how it's scaled down over time. Certainly got a player interest. Hopefully it stays this high and become like a mainstay of the big gacha and not turn into Duet Night Abyss. Off topic, but I heard Duet Night Abyss have like a new update with a new character, Kurto, I think. Might check him out if people still care. Anyways, but how will the masses receive its unique gacha system and factory dynamic? I'm actually ecstatic to know how it's all gonna play out. It's been a while since we had a Giga Gacha game launch. Woo-wah was the last time. Now, I actually think the last time was Zenless Zone Zero, which is like just a few months after Wuthering Waves. I still think Zenless Zone Zero is slightly more popular than Wuthering Waves. I don't know the exact number, but I think it is because it's like connected to Hoyoverse. And usually when someone is a fan of like one Hoyoverse games, they're usually a fan of all 3. But I think Wuthering Waves launch is like more surprising. People like eventually like Wuthering Waves a lot. For Zenless Zone Zero, it was like not that surprising. It's a Hoyoverse games. We already have our expectations, and we already know how the game is gonna be like. I remember Zenless Zone Zero have like a really fast pre-registration record, faster than like Wuthering Waves. But anyways, fast forward today, it's Arknights Endfield time. Arknights gives Hoyoverse a run for its money and polish, so a buggy release is highly unlikely. Hell, the beta I played ran better than 99% of gacha games launches. So I didn't get to play the beta, but so what I can see from this statement, it seems like we don't have to worry about a very buggy release. It won't end up like Wuthering Waves launch. So that's reassuring for us for now. Bugs won't be the Grim Reaper for the release. Will it sit down right next to Wuthering Waves, HSR, UMA, and ZZZ after hype dies down? And he says most likely. So he's also a believer of Arknights Endfield. I think most people are actually. Will it hover somewhere in the middle of Genshin and the other 3? This would be insane. Can it surpass Genshin's current climate over the months? No shot. Guess we'll have to wait and see. So I actually think it will like hover between the middle of the big 3 gachas because it's like more relevant and new and everyone wants to try it. And it seems like there's a lot of content that will like span for some time. So I'm guessing for like at least like 3 to 4 months it'll be like very relevant and very mainstream for this game. So I don't think it'll like surpass Genshin. But I think Arknights Endfield might creep up on Wuthering Waves. Because I think Arknights Endfield fulfills the niche of being the non-Hoyoverse game with like better rates and like their target demographics are kind of similar. The only thing off is that people say that Wuthering Waves still has the more flashier combat compared to Arknights Endfield. Endfield is a bit more slower pace and has a bit more of other things like factory and all that. Anyways, looking at how other people see this surge in relevancy. Someone said they're worried about the gacha system. Like the mainstream casual might not be smart enough to understand the gacha system. might not have the patience to save for 120 pull. Some people say that needing to wait for like 3 to 4 patches to reach 120 pulls just to pull a character is going to be a bummer unless you're like swiping your card and wailing. So people needing the patience to like save for 120 pull might put people off. The people might lose the patient game and just go back to their Hoyoverse and Wuthering Waves instead. I haven't mentioned it, but Arknights Endfield just has some crazy marketing. Like it's in the New York subway station, it's in Japan, it's everywhere, it's on your phone ads, it's on like almost every like content creator or VTuber or whatever. And seeing they have the budget to do all that, I guess I kind of trust them that the product will be good. Some people say that it will like hover above Genshin numbers for a little while and then fall to Genshin level. The hype exists for the game, and if this is pre-launch numbers, then it's safe to say it's got an audience. Yeah, I think that's just the important part. Just the game just needs to have an established audience. I hate to bring this up again, but like I think for Duet Night Abyss, it just didn't really capture a target audience. The game was supposed to be like a gacha game, but then it became like Warframe like, and then most gacha players don't like grinding the same mission over and over again. So it ended up not catering to any market, eventually having very little audience. But you know, with Google Trends, there's one more factor that I haven't accounted for, and that is the home country, mainland China region. So as of right now, not sure how we can gauge how relevant or popular that game is in China yet, but we'll find out very soon. Anyway, guys, this is probably the last video before the game Arknights Endgame actually came out. Very excited. Hopefully we all will enjoy it, and leave a comment down below what you think. And I'll see y'all next time.